Jeff Teague leads the team in scoring. Dave Rose's starting lineups. Camard and Tavernari, a pair to draw to.
No question about it, but Jackson Emery is a big lift for them because he takes some of the defensive pressure off of Camard.
McFarland and Miles. BYU ball, here's Fredette. He'll be picked up by Teague.
And Wake in their typical man-to-man. They're not a real pressure team, more of a contained man-to-man defense.
What can we look for from BYU offensively?
Look for them to play a lot of inside out. Right there, the ball went inside and got punched out. That's how they play their best.
Miles to Fredette.
Take it up to another level for Wake to be as good as they can be.
Fredette. He traveled.
Turnabout's fair play. Or turnovers. Plays the point for them, Rich, but he's really not a true point guard. He's more of a scorer. He's a shoot first point.
Johnson for two.
Johnson from Mountain West Country, played at Cheyenne East High School. He is a very multi-bounce. Yeah, they have four people flat against the baseline.
Teague guarded by Tavernari, launches a three and hits.
Really important, especially when he can dump to the bigs.
Teague back to the hoop.
Now we're seeing both aspects of Teague.
Deacons, McFarland to Teague. And Teague is lightning quick, hammered by Miles.
Free tosses. Excellent free throw shooter as well at 84% coming freshman of the year. So that gives you an idea of what kind of a player he is. And he has elevated his game in the last.
4-point lead early. A win tonight would vault BYU into the top 25. Emery traveled. Teague creates it on the field, 4 for 4. Amanu, +1. A lot of emphasis with that, and they've stuck with it the past few seasons. Fredette. Abua. First lead of the night for BYU.
We said one of the keys was Wake had to guard the three. They forgot. They didn't listen to us. That's 3 straight baskets.
Teague throws it off Tavernari.
Up to this point, but we thought we'd see a little more than that.
Air ball from Woods.
And if Woods keeps shooting like that, we'll see a lot of zone.
Fredette for 3.
Woods is on the floor now, and there's a very good 6'11" player redshirting.
Abu missed the mark. Teague. Boy, is he something.
Make note that Harvey Hale, number 4, has come in. He's the best outside shooter along with Teague on the Wake team. That's a concession to the zone.
Abua looking in the direction of McGregor. Now they'll back it out. Lamont Morgan on the floor for BYU. So it's Morgan, McGregor, Tavernari, Abua, and Fredette. Abua back to Fredette. Shot clock at 2. Jimmer has to hoist a desperation shot, and it's a shot clock violation. Teague to the corner. Smith for 3.
That's not Smith's strength.
3-on-1. Fredette. Hale wisely concedes.
And you mentioned Hale, been a head coach twice before he came here to Wake at Loyola of Baltimore and also at the United States Military Academy. And it worked with Skip Prosser, you mentioned, not just at Wake, but he'd assisted Xavier for him.
Teague +1. Teague is perfect tonight. 12 points. 4 for 4 from the field, 3 for 3 from the line. Fredette, old school.
Perfect at one end, not so good at the other. As Fredette, Amanu doing what he doesn't do well. Don't shoot from outside if you can't.
Fredette can shoot. Four-point lead is going to be cut in half as Smith gets a run out.
That basket keeps.
Smith. Teague, watch out.
When Teague can play off.
Last time out against Radford. Each coach at shoot-around today were very concerned, talking about our team is good when we don't turn it over.
Well, that's part of the way BYU's got back in the ballgame. 5 turnovers in the first 4 minutes, very few 6.
Williams drills it. 32-30. Teague, McFarland with the finish. Halfway down.
Got all the rim, but none of the net.
McFarland out in front gets the bucket and shoved. Fredette's layup, blocked. Goaltend by Weaver. Out of the pile. Smith to the rack. No. Gets the rebound, the putback, and it goes. Ishmael Smith.
Now, I'm not real smart, but 3 is better than 2. And right now, the 2s are going to the team in black, and the 3s are going to the team in the white uniforms.
Johnson spinning. Oh, what a tough shot. The knuckleball. Teague hits the pedals, splits the defenders, and lays it up.
That little study.
Amanu. Stolen. Fredette. TV, we were right. Scoreboard in the house was wrong. Shot clock's off, crowd is up.
Clock is off, but crowd is on.
Teague at the buzzer.
Well, I always used to say, you got to listen to your coaches. Had they listened, Tavernari wouldn't have gotten the 3.
8 for Tavernari. Amanu.
Still a big believer. Wake needs to get the ball into the paint. High post touches. There's a low. Good.
Johnson. It's Miles. Fade away. Rolls home. Fredette. Fredette, the little floater off the front iron, gets his own board, fouled by Teague.
3, knowing that he wouldn't guard him hard because he wants to stay on the floor.
Johnson has it stripped away. Abuo. Right to the hoop.
Dino Gaudio.
Farland. Hale. Teague. Bumped by McGregor. And that gets him right on his... Fredette bumped by Smith.
Smith has to...
Mard will replace Buo. BYU with the nation's longest home winning streak, 53. Fredette. Morgan, stolen by Teague, goes right after Tavernari and gets the foul.
And you're talking about what Coach Rose did.
64-61. Teague has 20. 2-point game.
And McGregor has to play smart with 4 fouls now.
Fredette. Now they've won well.
I call that proactive officiating. Get in and separate before you got to call a foul. That's a good job by the men in stripes.
Kamard. Tipped out, Kamard grabs it. Tavernari calls for it, gets it, drills it. 13 to answer. Kamard on the run out.
Very bad job
tonight. Teague. Smith's floater off the glass.
You know, Smith broke his foot.
Tavernari.
Well defended is right. Great play by McGregor, stepping up, forcing him to shoot the jumper.
Fredette draws the whistle.
A steady handler.
Fredette to McGregor for the finish. Johnson's three. Aminu off the bump uses the glass. Minute mark. What a game. Kamard. Aminu has Teague. Hits him on the wing.
It's a tough place to have to come in. 8:35 to go, and it's your first time on
For Wake Forest, Kamard swatted away. Williams with the miss. We'll stay on this.
And the out-of-bounds play. They'll go over the top and a quick post-up.
Teague for three. 75.
Like Opie Cunningham.
They whittled it down to one. Aminu. Smith. Little jumper. Aminu and Kamard. Tavernari. Fredette. Cougars lead. Wake Forest back in front as Teague draws the foul.
Earn your scholarship.
Teague scored 26 a year.
If you can't clear it yourself, tip it to yourself.
Fredette. Right at McFarland blocked. Here comes Smith. Williams with the flush.
With authority. On the shot clock, Wake's going to have to get its shot up quickly. Still, be concerned about Teague. He's the only shooter on the floor.
Smith. Travel.
Jackson Emery in the backcourt. Not make it. Ooh, right there in the low post.
Kamard. Teague.
Fredette with the feed. What? They weren't indispensable with the pair of guards Dave Rose has got now.
Teague. McFarland. Too strong. Last touch by Wake Forest.
Well, he gets the ball to Teague there.
And Teague launches the three. Short. Johnson with the follow and the putback.
And Weaver shows that Wake Forest has cheerleaders on the bench, just as BYU does.
Johnson with 13 rebounds. Fredette. Tavernari. Johnson.
Full time. No need to rush things. 1:04:25 on the shot clock. Get what you want down the stretch.
BYU's 53 home game winning streak in the balance. Wake Forest, number 6 in the country, undefeated at 12-0. Williams. Wake Forest, 20 points, 14 rebounds. Asked if he wants them to foul McFarland, and indeed they do immediately. So Chase McFarland, the 7.
They weren't playing in high school when that streak started, and they're going to try to continue it.
Fredette.
He's got Kamard inside.
Emery shot an air ball. Tavernari followed. It won't go down. Tipped out. Teague. Foul.
Smart move by Fredette. He couldn't allow Teague to go.
23 of his last 24 free throws. 24 to 25.
And now down 6. This is visible by 3. You need to shoot a 3.
Kamard short again. And the story of the night for Kamard. Tavernari. Johnson with the talented Demon Deacons. (22 points, 15 rebounds.
Where he grew up and showed that, you know what? It would have been nice if it had stayed around home.
Timeout called by BYU. Teague will go to the line.
Kurt Sox in Bloomington would have liked to have him.
Boy. .30 points, Teague.